With each and every single in-breath and out-breath, we remember that we breathe the breath of Brahman, the breath of the divine. And we come again into the higher awareness, how sacred each and every in-breath and out-breath, each and every inhalation and exhalation, that is in the divine cosmic rhythm of the source of all creation. The gate in-breath and out-breath, as all creation is connected with the in-breath and out-breath, the birth and death, and the ever-repeating cosmic pattern of the expression of the divine, the one unifying singularity that connects all creation, in all expressions, in all realms, in all dimensions. And so we come into this higher part of ourselves, that part that within the vessel that we hold holds the divinity and the spark that is eternal and boundless. And each and every single sacred in-breath and out-breath, through our intention and in the coalescing of the most radiant ones coming together, connected through the heart and the mind with the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. The coming forth in the unfoldment, in the greater understanding, wisdom, and vision that now begins to appear and become more clear as we have walked the path of ascension for a very long time. And in this ever-increasing awareness and vision, we come into the greater understanding of those things that have taken place in our life and why they happen, of those things that have moved us forward on our path, even though at times we thought we were stumped or we have forgotten. But as we look here now in this eternal moment, there's that part of us that now holds a greater understanding, a greater awareness in the unfoldment of our personal commitment, in our personal service of the great clarion call from the Christic cosmos to bring all creation into a higher elevation. And so part of this divine and grand collective of this grand divine plan, we find ourselves in this moment. See clearly in your spiritual eye the great work to be done. As the memory of the Eden tree comes to mind, that Eden tree, that tree which known as the tree of life. And in that great symbol, we see clearly and become one with this tree. And as we come and move into the very trunk of this celestial tree that comes to us, as it is drawn to us, we are drawn to it. But we are familiar with this Eden tree, this tree of Genesis and regenesis. It begins to ignite a deep and long cosmic memory. And so we move into the frequency of this Eden tree that appears to us from the celestial realms cosmic light, beyond the paradise worlds, beyond the Shambhala worlds, above the Azaruth. This divine and sacred symbol moves in, through, and around energetically in our personal and collective field. We breathe in the sacred divine codes of cosmic memory, and we breathe out the cosmic memory of higher service. We breathe in the divine collective of ourselves, and we breathe out the collective divine sacred destiny of humanity, returning once again into the Adam Kadmon, the divine human. And we simply breathe this sacred in-breath and out-breath. Allow the emanating codes that come in a most brilliant golden color, the brilliance undescribable in human terms. And it seems that this golden presence has many, many interconnecting and layering of colors within it. And we know that we are seeing just a small part of its brilliance. And for that, we are grateful. As it moves completely and totally, consuming us with such love, unconditional and all-consuming. And in this sacred communion, in this sacred in-breath and out-breath, as we are within the frequency of this celestial tree, the great tree of life, the trunk and the branches that are shown to us, that section of the eternity of what it is, we know to move in, acclimate, process, and integrate with it. For indeed, we remember that we are the co-creators, the drivers, the intentions through our thoughts and words to help create. And so, as we become this tree of life, we bring attention to the soles of our feet. And as the great roots, so too the roots of our energetic codes, of our heart's desires, of our dreams and intentions to bring about a better world, a greater world, a higher world of perfect balance and peace. We move our own circulatory system into the veins and arteries of the sacred earth, like great roots of this celestial tree, moving deep, deep into the depths of Earth Mother's heart. And within this central chamber, most sacred, with the guardians of light in its core, we are allowed, with our loving essence, to bring fruit into this system of our heart and wrap it around and be one with it. And her beating love is our beating love. Her sacred rhythm is our sacred rhythm. And as we continue to coalesce, integrate with the rhythm and the sacred codes of blending alchemy from her and the higher branches now that begin to move and expand in all directions, but moving in a higher frequency, moving upward as it moves outward. And so too does our consciousness, as our circulatory roots anchored in the physical, mental, and emotional body, now our consciousness rises in the ever-expanding branches and leaves that form. As there is a great calling, there's a great beckoning and reckoning coming from the highest celestial realms. And so we reach through this tree of Eden. We move as the branches grow, expand, and move straight up as the fairy tale that's been told of the beanstalk. This celestial tree is boundless in its growth, as it is held by the children of light upon the earth in their higher service, as it is with the radiant ones who have come to create the singularity of this most precious Eden tree, the tree of life, ever continually growing, expanding, and moving in its evolution, eternal and boundless. And as we are one with this tree, as we move in consciousness with this tree, we begin to expand into the higher levels of ourselves. We begin to connect with our higher self and our oversoul. And with this, our expansion in consciousness quantifies and expands more profoundly and accelerates. And we simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath as the many layers of ourselves come into this great divine and sacred alignment with the highest frequencies of illumined Ein Sof or limitless light, moving through the rhythms of the undulating waveforms of unconditional love. And as we feel this expansion and as we move through the cosmos, through the eternal cosmic rivers, as we swim through the multi-layers of creation, as we become the branch and the ever-growing leaves that become the trunk of creating new creations and ever-growing branches and the leaves of creation, of possibilities. We now direct through our intention and this expanded consciousness, aware of the Ami Shaddai, the family of light that surround us in this great service, connecting heaven and earth, creating a more expanded portal of light to reach the worlds of form. And as we continue to expand, we realize not only are we in service to bring forth the higher regenesis of the upper worlds, the Shambhala worlds, the great crystalline worlds, of this great and grand convergence of intention, of love, of purpose, to bring balance, healing, and peace to the lower worlds, now being strived upon, earning, yearning to the children of the light upon the sacred earth. A key component a most important dynamic, not only for the sacred earth, but beloveds, we say to you, for the expansiveness of other worlds and other creations. And so the sacred in-breath brings you into a deeper layer, into the fullness of the unconditional love that surrounds you, into the cosmic memory of being deep in the cosmic Christ waters, deep into the divine Maitreya memory, deep into the golden age of many worlds, now igniting, bringing through those sacred codes as resonant fields become open within you and around you. And as a great and mighty tree growing, your consciousness in reaching the upper levels of the filament of water flows down this sacred water of illumined light, moving through the branches and leaves into the trunk and into and down into the roots of our circulatory system, into the roots of the circulatory system of the sacred earth. And so this nourishment of sacred holy water is now established from the highest of the absolute worlds, moving through, in, and around into the depths of the heart of sacred Gaia, and through the ever-expanding branches and leaves, moving throughout into many other layers of frequencies, dimensions, and realities. Indeed, beloveds, we say to you that in the expansiveness of the many worlds, your loving impact and intention ripples across the cosmic waters. For the children of light upon the earth have the capacity to hold a compassionate heart, the unconditional love, to hold that frequency, to allow for this divine sacred alchemy to take place. And we say to you, beloveds, that you are so beloved, and with great open sacred hearts, all so many radiant ones are grateful to you for moving upon your path, even in the midst of chaos and confusion and doubt. You have not stopped, but you've become more into the truth of who you are. And in this divine and sacred eternal now, know that you are never alone, that your family of light are ever present, and the connection ever stronger, even in a three-density world. But as you move about in a three-density world, you are co-creating the fifth dimensional energy for higher connections and integration to take place. So indeed, be aware, beloveds, of the great service that you do, that only you can do, and the key role that you play in the cosmic theme of things. We intend here now together as a great and grand collective of the family of light, that the children of light hold the frequency to bring forth the living waters deep into the heart of Gaia, nourishing her, supporting her, helping her, and thereby helping all life upon her, as well as the branches that move into other co-creations, bringing forth the living waters of life to many layers. So we simply, beloveds, be as tall and mighty celestial trees, bringing in the water of light from the brightest, brightest light of the celestial realms and the sacred waters that pour through them. As mighty sentinels in a great ancient forest, we stand erect and hold the light and the water and allow it to move through our body and into the sacred earth and expand it out into other celestial worlds. With each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, there is the continual pumping and moving of this sacred Alexa that brings healing, balance, peace. We hold our sacred positions. And now, beloveds, see also in your spiritual eye as these sacred holy codes transverse through your body, through the Eden tree, connecting heaven and earth. See as this divine alchemy elixir of light and sacred water coming through your own chakra system, beyond the physical body and into the physical body, moving through your nervous system, moving through all parts of your circulatory system, pumping and movement of the elixir of life, moving through all the ventricles of the heart, moving through the crystallines embedded within the moving blood, moving into the very consciousness of each and every cell, moving into the atomic and subatomic levels of your expression and being. Indeed, moving through the ever-accelerating electron spin. Indeed, beloveds, one with the Eden tree you are. And as a new regenesis in this golden age unfolds, so do you in the many layers of yourself. But indeed, the nourishment comes to you in your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. And so we hold this sacred movement of the water of life within you, around you, moving through all aspects of your being. Expanded now through intention to all those family members, ancestors, and descendants, moving back in time and in the future to the celestial water and alchemy reaches all humanity upon the sacred earth. Bringing back once again the perfect Eden tree of perfect balance and unshakable peace. And we take a moment with our spiritual eye to observe the Eden tree created. And as if looking from the perspective and the depths of the cosmos, we see the golden light emanating from the tree of life, emanating from the sacred Earth Mother Gaia to the higher celestial realms of light beyond the filaments, moving in all directions, nourishing, healing, purifying, and balancing. We take this moment with great gratitude in our hearts. All the radiant ones and the opportunity to serve in this noble position. We are grateful. And as we can stay in this sacred grace that flows through, in, and around us, the thought of the divine comes. And we know how blessed we are beyond measure. Shambhala Tabute, Shambhala Tabute, Shambhala. The thought of the return now comes. And we wait just a few more moments in this sacred experience. Reminding ourselves to remember this before we go to sleep. So this experience can continue more profoundly and expansively. We sense, of course, the most radiant ones beginning to draw in their electromagnetic field, and as such, we know to draw in ours. We begin to see the celestial tree begin to fade and go back into source, but yet there is a residue and an imprint that remain. We prepare ourselves to be back fully in our physical, mental, and emotional. We take a few great in-breaths and out-breaths in that preparation. On the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, alert, and very, very grounded. 1, 2. Take a deep breath in. And 3. We are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.